Hi guys, we are now heading into week 18 of the self-devotion project. So we are over the halfway mark. We have covered an array of different healing practices and techniques over the past 17 weeks. They've all been really wonderful in their own way. Some favourites that are sticking out in my mind was definitely deep breathing. Amazing. Decluttering the house, funnily enough, as I was putting that off for so long. And look, last week gratitude was beautiful. I absolutely loved it. It's such a nice way to bring your mind to the present moment, to really look at your life and acknowledge, I suppose, the things that are quite wonderful that we just forget about and take for granted. I think that we can often, in this fast-paced lifestyle, forget just how special life is and just how blessed we are to have this life, despite, some of the stressful things that can happen in life, love lost, illness, job loss, all sorts of stressful things that can happen to us. I think even through all that, the fact that we have life itself is a true blessing. And I think that when we really look at the parts of life that we can be proud of, that we can be thankful for, it really brings us to a grounded place of gratitude. And I really enjoyed bringing my mind to that place more than just once a day, because as I said in the last video, I already have a practice of gratitude at night time before I go to sleep, where I, look at the day that's gone by and thank God, angels, whoever it is, spirit guides, whoever it is that you are comfortable relating to and with. Thank them for the day, thank them for all the wonderful things that happened, and for the lessons in some of the bad things that may have happened too. I mean, it's all just lessons, it's all just expanding and evolving our consciousness, which is what we want, it's what we're here for, right, as humans, well, souls having a human experience. So that was the week of gratitude. That was one that stood out. I really enjoyed that as well. And then I've pretty much enjoyed every week of the project, but there were just a few that stood out in my mind just now. Week 18, we are going to be looking at meditation. So the reason I have thought that meditation will be this week's technique of the week is because my weight loss has become quite stagnant. Now, this is something I haven't spoken about for some time. I did really well in the beginning of this project and lost about 7 kilos. And then for about the last 2 months, probably about 2 months, my weight has kind of just sort of been stagnant. It hasn't gone up, it hasn't gone down, it's kind of just stayed put. And there was a week in there where I did guided imagery, and I managed to lose a lot more that week than any of the previous weeks. And guided imagery is a form of meditation. So I think this week, given that things are quite stagnant, I'm not really moving where I want to move, I'm way behind target, I think bringing a meditation, which is going to bring that sense of relaxation, which then turns off all those chemicals in the body, those stress response chemicals that cause you to gain weight or cause you to stay overweight. So it's going to help to bring those down, the levels of those hormonal chemicals down, so that hopefully this week, putting myself in the relaxation response rather than the stress response as often as possible is going to hopefully help me to start shifting some kilos again. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do a morning and a nighttime meditation. The nighttime meditation is going to be one that's focusing on a guided sort of imagery around my ideal body, my ideal health, those sorts of things. So it's going to be a guided meditation. I'm probably going to use John Gabriel's guided visualization. You can get that for free on his webpage, the John Gabriel method, the Gabriel method. Yeah, just look up the Gabriel method, free visualization, and you can find that to use yourself too if weight is something that you're struggling with. And then in the morning, I'm just going to do my own meditation, which is basically just when I wake up, giving myself 5 minutes to just lay there in a peaceful state, focusing on doing some beautiful deep breathing and just allowing that relaxation to wash over my body before I get out of bed and face the day. Now, you might want to start that meditation by thinking about the day ahead and, you know, seeing it go the way that you would really like it to go, seeing it be, you know, very successful and just flow with ease. So that's a nice way to sort of head into the meditation. Now, the reason meditation is so powerful is because it puts us in a theta brainwave, from alpha into theta, if we stay in it long enough. And they're the brainwaves really where change happens. You know, the kind of change that we're looking for, the kind of change that alters our subconscious programming, that alters our belief systems. So when you're in those brainwaves and you're thinking about the way that you want things to be, or you're in a state of relaxation, it's reminding the body that this is how you want to feel, that these are the things that you want to see in your life. Like that, yeah, it just puts you in that state where your desires can be manifest, where relaxation can be found. So, you know, there's a lot of preconceptions about what meditation is. I mean, really, it's a practice. It's a practice that, you know, should be used, I think, by people every single day, because it will change your life. It's changed my life in many, many ways. It really is just a practice of quieting the mind, of calming, and transformation as well. So it's kind of about, I guess, tuning out the world and turning your focus inward. So it's about getting out of the external world and getting to the internal world. And that's where we have to go to make changes in any part of our life. Mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. So look, you don't have to sit in a position with hand gestures or anything like that. You can go for as long as you want. You can sit in any position you want. You can lay down. You can do whatever you want with meditation. Meditation can even be just walking out in nature. Really, it's just about calming your mind and turning inward. So it can even be doing things like playing music, eating mindfully, like say when you're eating, really thinking about what you're eating, savouring the flavours, considering where your food came from and how it might nourish your body. Okay, so meditation comes in many, many different forms. It can be drawing. It can be probably even reading to some extent. It's just about finding that time for yourself to tune everything out and focus within. That's truly what meditation is. And I know it's hard to fit it into the busy lifestyles that we lead, but even as little as 2 or 3 minutes will bring benefit. Research has shown that, okay? So that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm devoting myself to meditation a minimum of 2 times a day. The nighttime visualization is 20 minutes, and you listen to that as you're falling asleep, because as you're falling asleep, that's where your brain waves are decreasing from the waking state to then alpha and then to theta and then into sleep, which is the delta. So it's as you're listening to it, your mind is sort of dropping, and it's really soaking in all the information, which is what you want. And then the morning meditation is probably just going to be 5 to 10 minutes, I would think. And then throughout the day, if I remember to just stop and turn within for a few minutes, I'll do that too. So that's week 18, meditation. There are lots of different ways to meditate, as I said. Another way that I actually really enjoy is mantras or chanting, which I didn't talk about. It's basically just a sound, a word or a phrase that you kind of repeat over and over throughout the meditation. It can be in English. It doesn't have to be in the traditional languages. It can just be love, love, love. I love myself. Peace, peace, peace. I am at peace. You get the idea. So yeah, meditation, you can make it up as you go. All you really are trying to do is to get into that place of peace, mindfulness, and relaxation. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for being with me once again. I wish you a beautiful light-filled week. You deserve it. And I will see you next week. Much love and light-filled blessings.